Čustulej, jak toj wierną nam. Dirtus para
Oh my god, hi players.
Oh
Hi, I've missed you.
I hate it.
God.
This is giving Rusty Spoon.
yeah, dude. I'm like, I like to see myself as Salad Fingers' successor,
No.
personally speaking.
Clearly.
We all got a little salad fingers in each of us, I like to think. He's like the purest expression of self or some deep shit like that. Something along
Fuck.
those lines. Are we ready for a
Yeah, we all
recap?
stole.
Yep.
Yes, indeedy.
Did he what?
Last, we left off our Lions of Fallstar. They had made their way back up their fleet in orbit. As they did, being told that their next mission, their next assignment, would be to deal with 3 archangels that were on a single planet for some strange reason. As they were briefed by Vicky, they quickly learned several things. The fact that having these 3 archangels on one planet was, of course, an anomaly. Usually they like to separate them out to avoid targeted strikes. Another was this was a distant tree they would be heading to. An alternate timeline to one of the organizations that joined the regicide, the Republic. This timeline, something very different happened, causing this Republic to spiral into an empire. And that they would be joined by the Republic on this mission to liberate this hive world, this planet with trillions upon it, known as Coruscant. They would be joined with various generals and people with expertise in the matter. The Archangels seem to be doing several different things. One of them, known as Ramiel, God's mercy, was trying to convert the planet's core into a soul engine of sorts and initiate a multiversal cascade of energy. The next was in what seemed to be the Senate building of this planet. Therein, Uriel, God's glory, would be attempting to project a psychic broadcast converting civilians across the entirety of this planet into this ritualistic obedience for their own purposes. The final one was in a section of Coruscant known as the Works. This was Raphael, God's healer. Their mission was to convert mass sacrifice into divine weapons and armor, more or less turning the population of this planet into fuel for the Detorm Vindicta and Sanguinius's armies. One of the things of note when they were dropping down or looking at this planet was that it was controlled by a figure known as Emperor Vader. As the timelines between the Republic and the Empire were about 100 years in the future, it seems like this Vader figure had rose to power within the last few years, and that the Regicide would be dispatching an Aegis unit known as Lone Wolf to deal with Lord Vader. As our lions read over this information, keeping track of what was to happen and go on, they had a bit of downtime where they spent their time on their ship, exploring a bit, learning about the food, especially, that was being given out across the entirety of the ship. This nutrient paste and this strange flavoring tablets of sorts that they converted into weapons, as D&D players do. As they were gifted by the Lone Wolf various lightsabers, weapons of this old religion that used to be present on Coruscant. These weapons, lightsabers, being able to cut through a large majority of things. As they eventually left and approached the meeting with the generals of the Republic, learning that this Republic would bear all their forces to fight against the Empire above the city of Coruscant, this planet of Coruscant, and that the Lions would be joining the millions of troops landing on the planet and attacking their various targets. Lions would navigate to each one of the sections of the planet and take out the corresponding Archangel. After this meeting, our Lions decided the next course of action was to attempt to make peace with Emperor Vader, seeing as figuring out a way to de-escalate the situation and focus on stopping the Archangels, at least for a time, with this Emperor would prove fruitful. As they began their communications with the figure, quickly learning that this figure was equally arrogant as they were intimidating, not accepting their help and in fact taking offense to them lending a hand to him. As the communications were cut off, as multiple of the Lions were injured in the process, as Lord Vader let out his might, we'll say it that way, crushing many of them.
Ow.
That shit hurt it.
My boy.
That shit hurted.
And as they recovered themselves and made their way towards their shuttles, the Skyhawk they had entered the ship in after the jump, they quickly took off and found themselves in immediate combat over the skies of Coruscant as the dozens of Death Stars over the planet guarding the planet began firing, as well as the Star Destroyers engaging the Venators, as all hell broke loose over the capital world of this galaxy. Very quickly, our Lions fought their way through, making their way down onto the city and landing within this capital world, where we now find our party. As you leave your Skyhawk, stepping off of it, the sound of gunfire being prevalent in all directions as the battle continues to rage on over this city. Sound of blaster fire permeating the air. As it does, and around you the sights of war begin to creep in, as you watch these Skyhawk-like vehicles begin to land around the cities, troops off-boarding atop skyscrapers, raining hellfire down on garrisons manning their posts. It seems like there's a easy to tell difference between who is and isn't your allies. Your allies seem to be cloaked in what's this white armor. Each one with various different color symbolisms, iconography customized to the unit. But the enemy, complete opposite color of armor. This midnight black, green accents on their eyes, massive blasters at the ready, their entire kit far more fitted out than it seems. Your allies. As the firing continues in all sides. And all hell begins to break loose. Can everyone make a dex save?
You're just throwing us straight in, huh?
Throwing you straight in.
My man, we have two very broken boys.
Nine.
Hang on, having a hard time tracking myself down.
Yeah,
mean,
in the
you're on
process
bug
of.
body,
Give me a
right?
second.
Should be chilling.
There we go, found me. Let's go, Dexay. Oh yo!
Nice.
I die. Owie!
You watch this spray of blaster fire come soaring your way. You're all able to duck to cover before any of it hits you. As you do, ducking towards seems to be the nearest cover possible. You watch as a group of these black armored troopers begin to walk towards you, still laying down suppressive fire onto your positions, many of them relocating into different sections around your immediate area. As they do, party, what are we doing?
Is it bad? I kind of want to get shot to see how bad it hurts.
Yes, yes, you're a masochist.
No, wait, he could be our human shield. You know?
Okay, you know what? You might be onto something here. Let's go.
Yeah, like somebody should just throw him in.
Nah, fuck it. I take off my light.
Roll for initiative.
Into the rubble, and I just stare at him.
As these shots come flying towards you, fucking stormtrooper aim.
Oh, that's exactly where my head was at. Like fucking stormtrooper aim.
19
Bro, I
hit.
can just walk up to these guys and just take the guns from them.
What the?
Brother, you might be better off just like shooting yourself with it.
These guys, absolutely. Oh, you mean to? I understand. Actually, yeah. You know what? Can I walk towards one of them, try to take their gun and like shoot in my hand?
That's great.
As you approach, make a contesting athletics check to disarm this soldier.
Athletics.
So he rolled a 16. What did you roll?
62.
A 62. This dude's very quickly disarmed. As you just rip it out of his hands, his body kind of goes flying about 2 feet. As you rip it out of his hands, you look at the thing. It's probably like high tech here, but compared to the weapons you've seen in the past few years, it's complete like. You look at it. You can make a investigation check as you're looking at it, trying to figure out what the hell they're firing at you.
Investigation, gotcha.
As you kind of look at this thing, It's literally what seems to be compressed gas firing out hot enough to be considered plasma. So these are what you're fighting. As it's very crude in its technology. Yeah, this is really nothing compared to what you've seen. You're convinced a billion of these guys couldn't take out an Archangel. But they're trying to take out you as that one you disarmed comes running back with a combat knife. 11.
Weave. And then I
Dodge out
take
of
the
the
gun
way.
and shoot him in the chest.
As you fire a blast into his chest, he goes flying back. As he tries to get back up after getting shot.
Don't get back up, please. This is embarrassing for you.
Figure still gets back up and begins charging you with the knife again.
Oh god, he has a knife!
He's gonna try and slash at you. 17.
Oh, ooh, he's scary. Oh.
He's gonna kind of sidestep him as the knife passes him. He's gonna try to chop his hand for him to drop it.
You gonna try and attack him?
Oh dear God.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
Unarmed
gonna break his arm.
This.
You're gonna chop his arm off.
As you strike straight into the hand. Roll damage.
It's okay. It's an unarmed strike. It's not. Oh wait, are those? I think I have modifiers on. Wait. Okay, I do. Hold on. Let's do that again. Just 32.
Man
As-
said no big deal.
You come
It's just an unarmed
crashing down onto his arm. Like, you ever seen an MMA fight and they like intercept the right hook midway through? You kind of do the same
Yeah.
thing, except you meet it with such force and power, the armor breaks on his gauntlet and you hear the crushing of bone.
Mate, I told you not to get up.
The arm falls limp. The figure
Bad
takes
manners supply with your
up
food.
the knife in the other hand and begins to charge you again for a 9.
Oh my god. He doesn't even
Oh,
move
he's
this time.
determined.
He wants to take off his armor.
As his knife kind of slips to the side of the armor. The figure's still turned around in a combat stance trying to fight you.
He's just gonna raise the blaster he took, because he's still like within like 2 feet of me, yeah?
Yeah, he's within 2 feet.
He's just gonna put the gun barrel in between the eye slits of his helmet and just say, "Don't do it. You're gonna die." Yep. He's gonna pull the trigger.
As that figure falls to the ground dead. And about maybe 12 more of them begin to appear from the rubble around you guys.
All of their training has led up to this very moment.
Hold on, I think I have a thing for this. Where is it? If I could spell. Oh my god. Right. Ending. Hold on. I know I have frightening presence somewhere. Where is it? No, I'm just gonna look it up. Presence. Ivy.
How many layers of immunity bypass do you have?
Are these guys considered sanguine soldiers?
No.
Okay, then I would have 5.
You watch as one makes the hand signs to order a tactical retreat as they all start running back. As you
Well,
watch
that
them
was fun,
all.
anyways.
As you are now in the city. As you take a look around and roll some perceptions as the battle continues to rage on around you guys. As you all look around, first thing you all notice is the fact that the ships that are being destroyed in atmosphere are coming crashing back down onto the planet below. As they crash through dozens of skyscrapers, you watch as dust and smoke plumes on the horizons are appearing. And what seems to be the dozens and dozens and dozens of moons of this planet off in the distance, firing against the Venators that you guys flew in on. Most notably, in the current area you're in, there doesn't seem to be any form of Datorum Vindicta anywhere around here. What you do see is transportation lines of sorts, all sorts of shut down. Vehicles here seem to be flying in the air in what seems to be highways. Many of them are flying in opposite directions now, trying to avoid the incoming hail of fire. As on the upper levels of this grand city world, all hell has broken loose. One of the things that you really do notice is what seems to be this presence, this aura that you are now feeling, like this crawling on the back of your neck. As you look off into a distant horizon, you see what seems to be a large temple building of sorts that you barely make out on the crest of the horizon. And that seems to be where this dreadful feeling is coming from. So, party, what are we doing?
I'm a look at Pagliacci. I wanna see how his splintered bones are doing.
Well, while we were en route, I was having one of my echoes fly while another was using mending on his body. So
You'd be fine then.
I would imagine that, yeah, at this point, he'd be fixed up.
Oh shit! And what about Allium, who's not made of not flesh?
Yeah.
Allium's passive healing is fixing them up, we'll say.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. He does have a healing factor.
Okay, I'm glad we're not just fucked then.
Pagliacci's going to send the order for his jester puppets to scatter and scout the surrounding area so that we can find anything that may stand out. Groupings of allied soldiers or enemy soldiers laying in ambush. And he's going to pull out Flavor Town and load up 2 spicy cubes.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for you to pull that shit out.
As you send these echoes out, you very quickly see what seems to be a group of these clone troopers holding off what seems to be horde after horde of various ones of these black armored death troopers off. As these death troopers are funneling up the building, and they seem to be sending out a distress beacon. As you watch one of the air support vehicles kind of come down, lasering the sides. You watch as this green laser, begins to like cut these enemies in half before it's instantly, like within a few seconds, hit with an anti-air round. It goes flying out of the sky, crashing into a residential district and blowing up in grand spectacular form.
Polyarch is going to relay this info and ask if we should go to move to support them.
We should focus on our own objective.
He nods and sees if any of the puppets have a kind of track or like path that they found that'll lead us towards the objective. They can move up to 1,000 feet, I believe.
As of right now, seems to be nothing coming back from the clones themselves. The city itself spans the entire planet, and you're searching for 3 needles in a haystack at this point. You don't know how deep the city goes itself, nor how you would even transfer yourself towards any of the objectives. So within 1,000 feet, there's nothing.
Gotcha. Okay. Then in that case, he's going to start summoning Falcor so he can get a bird's eye view of anything that may be indicative of our objective.
As you send the Doodle Dragon up, looking around the immediate area, it seems like the city itself, in between what looks like streets, they go way deeper down than a street normally would, into other levels of the planet. Deeper down, it doesn't seem to be an end in any direction. What level you're on seems to be the top level of the city, but
it runs deep.
It runs super deep, apparently, according to your report, all the way down to the core of the planet.
Okay, all right. So, Pagliacci is going to call back Falcor and dispel him for safety, and ask the party which way they think we should go.
So the city runs pretty much all over the fucking planet, yeah?
Yep.
Could be a waste of our time.
That's why I tried to see if we could figure out maybe some sort of landmark or something. But this place is a mess.
You think we can get a murder transportation? They got cores and shit.
Great
Chicago.
point. Does there appear to be a car anywhere nearby? Yeah, actually, let Chicago go first because I saw him raise his hand.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's the summoning time for the shadows? And how long do they stay? For your other question, in the immediate area, as you look around, it seems like all of the flying vehicles have already fled or been absolutely destroyed in the wreckage, and this battlefield continues to grow further and further and further. Yeah, it's been more than 10 minutes since the drop. As you look in your immediate vicinity, it seems like everything within a couple mile radius is nothing but battle and quickly growing.
You know, I really don't want to walk everywhere.
Oh, okay.
The only vehicles you see in immediate proximity to you are combat vehicles that seem to be being driven around.
By who?
Either enemy or ally. There's dozens of them. Some of them carry troops and drop them off on both sides of the aisle. Some of them are fighter aircraft intercepting these transports. Some of them seem to be bombers in flight formation high above the city, dropping various artilleries down onto the battlements. And the sky is only filling more and more as more and more of your Venators on your side begin to enter the atmosphere and have the capability to drop off more troops. Yeah, you can summon new ones.
No.
Riku kind of looks at the sky, seeing all the aircraft flying. So, you think I can hijack one of those?
Simple task.
I mean, Archie, you're good with electronics, right?
Oh yeah, I could probably take it over if we can get on top of it.
Riku's gonna look for any sort of landing patterns to see if you can try to predict which one is gonna land next.
As you watch one of the allied ones begin to make its descent and begin to drop off troops as they funnel their way out. Some of them, the ones with jetpacks, jumping out earlier than those without. As it begins to make its descent, maybe some 500 to 600 feet away from you all, as they're being barraged with enemy fire at this vehicle itself, and it can't stay grounded for very long. It's just offboarding its troops, going back and forth.
What's everyone's movement speed?
I think this is a job for Chicago.
Definitely.
Man,
I can get
man,
pretty
this speedy-ass
fast,
boy.
but yeah, it costs stuff to get that quick. And we haven't even gotten into the real meat and potatoes yet, so I don't want to burn too much too early.
That's true. I was just gonna dash, but I don't know if I can make it there in time.
Good.
Are you saying you can jump 600 feet, or are you asking how far it is away?
I
Don't
think he's
jump
implying that
that.
he can jump that. Yep.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Can I see if I can launch him to make it further?
You can roll
Yeah,
an
let me
athletics,
help.
Chicago. You can roll an acrobatics.
Gotcha.
Oh, let me help. Oh, I'm not very good at this. Never mind.
Oh, let's go.
Everybody pitch in.
2
I
nat
think
20s.
we should.
As you go flying towards the vehicle itself is open on both sides. It seems to be a troop transport of some sort. And as right before the doors on both sides begin to close, you're able to pretty much jump through. And grab onto one of the handrails inside the vehicle. You all watch kind of goes veering to the left a little bit as it was attempting to take off. Chicago going so fast. Doesn't quite bring down the entire vehicle, but gets damn close to it. Chicago, the guards inside kind of turn around towards you and they go, "Hi, we got an intruder!" As they begin to grab their blasters, aiming it towards you all. Towards Chicago, I guess, these clone troopers. No, they're friendlies, they just don't know you are.
Yep.
I mean, we are being a little crazy here.
Our mission is more important than their homeworld.
Valid.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I mean, they can keep the ship afterwards. I wanna grab one of the enemies. I think it'd be really funny. Just fucking hijack that shit.
As they were moments away from blasting you in the face with what doo-doo weapons they have, they kind of look towards their data gauntlets on their armor for a second before looking at you, looking at the gauntlet. Where do you need to go?
The spooky building is. Okay, yeah, that too.
As the vehicle begins to make its way towards the party, you watch as one of these death troopers, though, has other plans as they begin to make their way up to the top of one of these rubble ridge lines, and you watch as it readies an anti-air launcher from its shoulder. As it takes aim
How
towards
far away is he?
200 feet. As those of you with a high perception can hear the beeping coming from the device as it begins to lock on.
We're being locked
How-
onto.
Yeah, the transport that you guys have is about to be locked onto before it can land and get you all.
Can we see
I
or
know.
You all see
Yeah,
the
that-
dude.
It's coming
No
from-
one's done anything about it.
Okay.
He's
Can I
200 feet
just
away.
straight up just shoot him with a fucking rifle?
Yeah.
Alright, but
That hits.
I really gotta change that, by the way.
Nat 20.
Yeah. Excellent.
One moment he's there, one moment it's just ash. As the ash is blow in the wind, and you all watch that figure almost in the blink of an eye just disappear.
I don't know why they even try.
As you watch this LAAT kind of make its movements towards its landing in front of you all, as you hear a voice over the intercom yelling for you all to get in. As the sound of gunfire in all directions still continues to ring out.
I'm gonna follow the transport, kind of like beside it, but flying with my mech armor.
As the rest of
Oh,
you
you can fly, can't you?
board on, you hear the voice from what seems to be the commander of this vehicle, not one of the pilots, but the commander who's relaying information to the pilots, kind of turn towards you all.
Where are you going?
What objective do we want to head to first, listed from the mission briefing?
I mean, I thought we were gonna go hijack a ship. Whatever objective we're going to, probably gonna be infested with enemies, and if we have a ship that looks like theirs, we'll get pretty damn close.
Bingo. Yeah, that's pretty much where I was at. It's like, which archangel are we going for first? Is essentially. Because my thinking is we can probably commandeer camouflage. Camouflage. outfits, ship, whatever have you. Once we get closer to the objective, if we try grabbing it now, and for example, we get hailed by an enemy craft, and we don't have the right answers, then we just give ourselves away, and then we make them on high alert for that strat in the future.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Right.
Let's see. Word.
I just look through the listing of the mission briefing and pick one.
Yeah. I just went to the objective summary. I just scrolled to it.
For me personally, I'm preferential to stopping either the mass sacrifices or the weapons production to help kind of cripple their forces a little bit.
Mm.
I would say first the weapons, surely.
I think so.
I say I'm cool with it. Like you said, I'm either that one or the sacrifice one. Do we have a specific time on the sacrifice? Because if we can do the weapons and then that afterwards, I'm cool with
weapons sacrifice, maybe.
Reason why I wanted to put the sacrificing as a high prio was because we were unsure whether or not there was a timer on it, and if we leave it for the
Okay.
last or the middle, it could run the risk of it being a potentially
Dangerous
failed
situation.
objective before, you know what I mean, before we even get the chance to actually take a whack at it.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that and the mass sacrifices will be turned into weapons anyway, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, I guess I know where we're going then.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Where to?
No, that's a good question. We actually got to find out where.
Yeah,
we are.
yeah. Where is the
Right.
mass sacrifice place? I don't actually know where that is. We weren't here for the last.
Hang on. I'll see if I can't find. Here it is. Operation Angel Bane was planetary core into soul fuel divine energy, psychological broadcast converting civilians into ritualistic obedience and mass unaliving, and the works. So yeah, it would be either Uriel or Raphael. The Galactic Senate Rotunda or the works.
Yeah,
Those
but
would
I
be the
don't see
two.
where it says an exact location on them, though.
Yeah.
Well, I
Which I
mean,
think is-
we don't need to know the exact location. The pilot just needs to know the exact location.
Does he know?
And he is from here, isn't he? Hey, mister, do you know where the Galactic Senate Rotunda is?
The Galactic Senate?
Yeah.
That's a big building off in the distance past the Jedi Temple.
Pagliacci gets a smug little grin on his face. See?
Okay, we were lucky that time.
Off we go then.
Off we go! He points off into the direction.
Are you sure you're pointing the right way?
Well, that's where he was pointing.
I'm just checking. I didn't say.
When we get there, the report says we want to be really sneaky, so we'll have to get in quiet.
So leave Allium on the ship. Got it.
I don't know. He does have some pretty tasty garlic bread.
I mean, unless you have some duct tape you can put over his mouth.
Hey, Allium. Can you promise to behave yourself for this mission? I'll be on my best behavior. I'll only kill who you tell me to.
Who he tells you to? Points to Allium.
Or you. Or her. Or Sasha. Or Chikage.
Perhaps he'll make a good distraction.
Oh, I'm really good at those.
I mean, you can, like, form a whole puppets brigade. I imagine you can cause some trouble.
He does a little somersault. Ha-cha-cha!
Golf claps a single time.
Then, but we don't know the layout of the building.
That's the best part. We get to find out.
Then it might be
oh.
better to split up into teams.
Does this this ship have a nav computer?
It does.
Would I be able to use it to hack into the system and see if I can get blueprints of the building?
You can certainly try.
Then I shall. What do you need me to do?
Roll intelligence check with proficiency.
Plus 18. 41.
Good shit.
Yeah.
As you inspect the device, you quickly begin to pick apart the pieces and such of the systems that are in play. Many of them are not very good, as it seems like the entirety of this galaxy's technology systems are not very advanced, to put it lightly, comparative to many of the other places you've been to. You quickly find that the building is separated into several parts. The main outer portion, the inner portion, and then the actual, like, Senate meeting hall, which seems to be this sphere in the middle that houses each one of the senators from different planets across this galaxy. As you approach, though, looking outside the window, the Jedi Temple itself completely under siege. Chaos in all directions as fighter craft engage other fighter craft. There seems to be these Star Destroyers in the sky above it, raining down an orbital bombardment on your allies' positions. The building itself seems to already have been destroyed, though, because as you pass that building and that sense of dread gets less and less as you go. Look at the building itself, and it seems to be in absolute ruins. As the outer shell is almost completely blown open. You can't quite see inside, but this sensation of almost like divine connection strikes you as you enter the 5-mile radius of this thing. Almost as if in the back of your head, it feels like you're suddenly in connection with the rest of the multiverse, almost like an ego death waiting to happen.
Uh-oh. Guys, I feel something weird.
What are you feeling?
I don't know how to explain it. But the closer we get to the building, the stronger it feels. And it looks like it's not doing too good from here. We might not even need these blueprints.
You think it's gonna
We
fall
follow-
apart?
don't think that's the problem. The building is going to fall apart, then surely the people were either moved, either underground or to a different location. But considering the circumstances, I'd say underground.
You might be right. Should we touch down and go see?
Hold on. Shikage wants to say something.
Yep.
If you want to, you can, but you're still 5 miles out. You don't know what the situation is on the ground. As you quickly all approach the building itself, the transport that you're in barely able to defend itself, as the only thing that's saving you guys from getting shot out of the sky is the fact that you also have allied fighters in the air that are engaging the interception vehicles that are being sent after you. As the side of the Senate building is closer and closer and closer. And you see almost a strangeness about the place. Almost as if it wants you to enter. As you land, the vehicle itself bringing itself down as the combat in the distance slowly fades out, as it seems like there's no combat in the direct area around you now that you've landed. As it almost seems, dare you say, peaceful here. But still, that sense in the back of your head that something's not quite right. As you land, pilots haven't said a thing.
Can I roll insight to get a general feel? Like whether they've been influenced somehow, or
You can insight that.
whether or not. Yeah, okay. Perfect. 56.
You haven't said a word this entire time since you've entered that few mile radius of the building. As you look at them, pilots seemingly are just facing forward. The commander in the back, who now has his head turned towards the doorway, hasn't moved either. His helmet's still on. Something's not quite right with these pilots or this commander.
Pagliacci's going to wordlessly gesture using sign to relay that there's something up with the pilots, but don't do anything that would give you away. He's gonna hop off the side of the craft with Flavor Town in hand still.
Does anyone know sign language?
Just keep walking.
Okay. I mean, genuinely, besides Pagliacci, does anyone know sign?
Well, my character is deaf, so
Oh, okay.
As you step out, you watch as Commander also steps out with you all. As you look at the building, Commander kind of walks across the AAT. And suddenly, before you can kind of tell what's going on, blasts both pilots and then himself.
Pagliacci was gonna charge forward and go fucking stop him from shooting himself. I saw that shit coming. God damn it!
As the two pilots and the commander are now dead on the ground.
Oh shit.
Pagliacci frowned. I knew something was wrong. There's something bad in here. He's gonna load a shell with a cock of the shotgun and get ready to start making his way in.
Did Rico see what which flavor cube you put in?
They're the chili powder ones. The ghost pepper ones.
Ah, good
Ghost
choice.
pepper flavor. Yep.
As you proceed to make your way in, to your left and looking to your right, there seems to be a soul. As you proceed to make your way inside, you can tell this place was once a very grandiose place. Ruined statues peeking out of rubble seem to be a common motif around you all. You enter inside. Seems to be a plethora of recently charred objects, it seems. As the soot still gathers on the ground and the smoke still up in the ceiling air portions. And every which way seems to be more and more of these clones, like the ones that brought you here, like the ones you're fighting with. Albeit horribly mutilated, horribly killed. Their bodies litter the ground, oftentimes more present than the rubble itself. You enter inside. Thinking about the place. The only thing you can really see illuminating the area is just the parts of the fire still burning within. What seems to be disconnected arms. Data tablet still open.
Do y'all think we should start sneaking?
Definitely. Pagliacci is going to drop down to a knee, place a hand on the ground, and kind of sense out with his tremor sense to see if he can feel anything within 240 feet, while he goes to pick up one of the nearby data tablets to see what's on it.
you might not have to sneak though. probably already sensed us.
You're probably right. The way it had that hold on the pilots and the commander, it probably knew we were coming the second we crossed into the threshold.
Wow.
Look at the. Did you look at the? What are you looking at right now?
The data tablet, one of the data tablets laying on the ground to see what the last open thing on it was before whatever took them.
It seems to be a data transmission. And it still has the recording on it.
Looking to the party, Polyach is going to ask if he should play it.
We need more information. Go ahead.
And he does.
As you begin playing the tape.
Command, this is Hollow. We're taking heavy fire. Repeat, heavy fire, perimeter alpha. Multiple hostiles, unknown tech. Some sort of divine, I don't know. Jax is down. I repeat, Jax is down. We are pinned. Half the company's gone. Requesting immediate evac or fire support. Anything. We cannot hold this line.
Afterwards, there's this uncomfortable dead air. Seems to be coming from the recording.
Clone Trooper 445728. Your location is confirmed grid 77X Theta. Command override initiative. Your fire support is inbound. Protocol Sigma Null enacted.
Wait, what the hell does that mean? We've got men down here. We're still fighting. Just give us a window in.
Salvation denied. Sacrifice acknowledged. Cleansing barrage initiated. Brace for impact. Glory to the regicide.
No, this is not happening. This is not happening. We're on the same side, damn it. We're on the same side. What the hell?
Transmission terminated.
As it cuts out.
That's sneaky. Okay. Oh.
The regicide is pragmatic, bordering callous, but I don't think they would just throw lives away like that.
It's arrogance.
I think whatever's affecting this place affected that pilot first. He wanted to do, well, not him himself, but he was forced to do what he did, against his will.
Safe to assume that everybody who was here is dead now. We need to find whatever tool they use to capture their essence and destroy it.
I agree. But there is one thing you're wrong about. There's still one thing left here that needs to die.
Well, that's a given.
Cracks a smile.
Polyash is gonna drop the data tablet, stand to his feet, and look to move forward.
Yeah, let's do what we came here to do. As he seemingly just vanishes in front of you.
You continue further into the Senate building. Seems like the actual Senate sphere is completely destroyed. Whatever orbital bombardment targeted that, mainly. As you continue in, typically buildings like this, you would know, would have an escape route for anyone inside. As you continue to look around, roll some investigations to try and find that.
My investigation is gonna be booty cheeks, but does this help?
Oh,
Yikes.
Sasha, no. Oh, Sasha, my boy.
I'm spending stamina. What the hell?
Sasha, no. Sasha.
Ah,
Wait, how'd you get?
What?
increased
Why
crit
am I-
fail range.
Oh, right.
I was gonna
What
say, how
the
do you not
hell?
fail on a 20 and 19? Hold on.
What the fuck?
I think Sasha fails on rolls of 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Sasha, no.
I'm going for that Grant build. You know, Grant Dawn Shield?
Motherfucker got like crits on like an 8 to 20. Fuck.
5 and up.
Oh god.
I can't wait till Jack just fucking slams his ass.
Oh my god. I don't know
God,
about
what
that
the
one.
fuck? Do I spend another stamina or do I just eat it?
I mean, it's up to you.
I guess I'll just eat it. I don't want to spend stamina.
I said, I don't think you need to necessarily pass.
As you look around, first one to find it, Atreus, you kind of open up this side hall. Instantly, you're all hit with this gaseous sensation as plummeting out of this escape hatch seems to be this chemical biological warfare agent as it emits this toxic green energy about it. As it seems to be now stormtroopers, they look like your clone troopers, but less equipped and not quite the same form. Would be considered poison. As you look inside, down the hall, another data tablet from one of these troopers seems to be on as well. Green aura with flies coming from this.
Chicago can grab it this time. Actually,
There
that's a great
doesn't seem to
point.
be a single survivor in this place. As you look at the material that seems to be permeating in the gases, and you look under the helmets, the face is just eaten away. And as it's
Drawn. Oh,
exposed to
man.
this gas, you watch as it almost like sloths off the remaining pieces of flesh.
Oh.
Yeah. That totally makes sense why Sasha keeps Nat wanting now. You know what? It makes sense. He's having fucking PTSD flashbacks right now.
Yeah, Josh just seen something like this before. Oh god. Pagliacci's gonna activate his thermal to see how long ago these bodies may have been made.
Seems like it's been days. Which the invasion
Oh,
just started.
whoa! Wait.
It's like-
If the invasion, hold on, yeah, that's a great point. What the fuck?
As you, Chicago, kind of look at the data tablet, and it has a log on it as well from about 6 days ago. Do you begin to play it?
Control, this is perimeter patrol. Senate shifts quiet, VIPs are all inside, parade formation still prepping. No sign of protesters. You've got a clean sky. Nothing of noteworthiness, over.
Acknowledge TK-4216, maintain position, Senate proceedings commence in 8. Patrol rotation in 16.
Control? I've got some sort of vapor leading out the east vent shaft. Is that normal? Looks like green mist. Okay, one of the interior guards just stumbled out of the main hall. He's convulsing. His helmet's cracked from the inside. What the hell is this? I'm not getting vital readings from anyone inside the...
All perimeter units stand by. Hazmat response inbound. Do not breach the building. I repeat, do not breach the building.
There are senators pouring on from inside the doors. They're locked in. I cannot see their faces. They're melting through the glass. Control, we have to open it. They're dying.
Order is a lie spoken through gilded mouths. So we have sealed them. Let them speak to their gods now. This is not an invasion. This is a demonstration.
No, you sons of bitches, we've got civilians. Oh, fuck.
You had governance. You chose theater.
As the entire thing cuts out.
Do you guys think we should really be breathing right now?
Oh, wouldn't we have felt it by now? It seemed like it was pretty immediate, the effects.
I mean, it's
For
definitely
some
dispersed some
reason,
by
it
now.
doesn't seem to be
I'm
affecting
gonna
you well.
sue.
Poison for weaker bodies. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Either way, we need to keep going.
As you enter further in, it feels as you make your way about halfway through, almost like the equilibrium in your ears is kind of losing itself as you kind of find yourself stumbling a little bit. No physical pain whatsoever. Almost as if portions in your ears that keep you stabilized to the ground and keep your balance are just changing their masses. As at one point you feel like you gotta move to the right a little bit, then you gotta move to the left to balance yourself out, but in reality you're just moving left and right. You make your way further, you begin to see what seems to be a glowing yellow light on the other side. As the architecture in real time around you begins to change as you work further in, as almost two clashing architectural styles of this hall meld themselves into one. Before eventually this uneery feeling creeps over you. This troubling feeling as if you're not quite where you're supposed to be. This is exactly where you're supposed to be. All the sensations in your body are telling you that this should be as far as you go. But your willpower continues to make you take your steps. You're suddenly engrossed in this golden light. You're met with a hall. Looking out about it, in all directions you see endless halls intertwining with one another. The architectural style, for those that have been there, reminds you of the megalith of Absolution, except instead of its white marble and gold inlays, this is just gold. Everywhere you look, it feels as if there's eyes watching you. Something is watching you. The only thing you see in the center here seems to be a bowl. Massive in size.
Polyatch is going to approach it.
Put some
Peer
blood in
into,
it.
peer into the bowl and see what's in there.
As you peer in, looking down, you see what seems to be the night sky. Something uncanny about it, though. As you look up towards this night sky, it seems dead. You know it's the night sky as you look further into the bowl. In all directions, seems to be nothing but barren wastes. Sky above should have stars, but instead, the only light that you see in the sky are what seems to be the cracked moon of the celestial body that once orbited above this world. Something's alien about it, something strange, something's unnatural, something pulls you in. As you all watch Pagliacci staring at this, almost as if their face gets closer and closer and closer to this bowl of what seems to be water with a strange reflection.
Can I try to yank him back?
Contesting athletics checks.
That's not a good.
Against Pagliacci's? Uh-oh.
Against Pagliacci.
He's so good.
Somebody help me.
Somebody help me, please!
Yeah, somebody help him. I'm not made for
Yeah, I'll step into help.
Go ahead and make those athletics if you're trying to pull Pagliacci out of the bowl.
There we
Oh
go.
no.
Rigid
You
robot
have to
boy
beat
is
his nat
rigid.
20.
Fuck!
Please help me. Oh no.
All right, it's a net 20. Give me a second. I'm gonna
Can you just
stamina
Clutch
that
up, clutch
and
up.
see if I roll him at net 20.
Yeah, clutch up, clutch up.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
okay? Hold
One
on.
more.
All right, yeah, all right. We'll eat it. We'll eat it. We'll eat it. I don't want you guys burning. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my God.
That was only 3. Listen, that was only 3.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Because you have the advantage.
Ripple advantage.
Okay. I'll eat this. What kind
I don't
of
know if I wanna
eldritch
eat this.
horror am I being fucking exposed to?
Pagliacci, the minute you touch that water, you'll watch as Pagliacci disappears.
Oh fuck me.
Oh shit.
Do we sense him like at all?
No.
Is it bad that I kind of want to follow him?
Yes.
I kind of want to follow him, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I want to leave him.
We're not going on a Willy Wonka adventure, okay?
I can't leave my boy like that.
Pagliacci. As you attempt,
You know what,
Shikage,
fuck
as
it.
you attempt to follow, you just crash into the water.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh no. He's
Oh,
gone.
fuck me. No. Come on. Not the fucking giant whale. Oh, god damn it. All right.
Why did you have to crit on the athletics?
No, bro, all right, look, I don't
Seriously.
choose when the dice gods do these things to me. The dice gods just do what they do. Okay.
Man, you play too hard. You play too hard.
He's a fucking cyborg. What do you want from him?
Wait, what if you had stamina your own crit?
Actually, yeah. Doesn't Max have silvery barbs? Can we just like?
Yeah, can you unmax your crit?
Well, wait, but this might be interesting. There's a giant whale on this
Yeah.
screen.
No, at this point,
I know.
what's done is done. No,
Oh, I'm fairly certain I know what this fucking whale is attached to. God fucking damn it.
So you look up this
It's a Quasar
whale.
dragon.
You look up in all directions. Something strange creeps over you. As you look at the pillars of petrified something, you look up and see its petrified branches higher up. This whale traveling petrified as well and unmoving. Everything here unmoving. As you attempt to attach yourself back to the weave, you can't. There is no weave to attach yourself to. That's when it hits you. You're not in the forest of white trees. You're somewhere else.
Is there any identifiable features, landmarks, or geography that might give me some hint as to where I am?
And make a perception check.
I'll stamina that. I'll take that.
You look around.
The dice
in all
gods have spoken.
directions. Nothing. You feel as if someone's watching. Someone's listening.
This feeling in mind, he's gonna kind of looking out around him, seeing nothing aside from the obvious, and casting aside all I guess I would call it a pretense. Show yourself. I know you're watching me. You obviously brought me here for a reason. It's rude to keep a guest waiting.
As you watch the mist, the shadows in the distance begin to formulate, move, but in unknowable shapes. As you look around, there isn't a shred of divinity. There isn't a shred of eldritch, of arcane, of paracausal anywhere. There's nothing. And then the nothing begins to speak.
He is not born. He is remembered. As if the universe made a mistake once, and now perplexes. The stars do not rise, King. They rise for him. Your galaxies bend to whisper his name, but they cannot pronounce it. He walks the void between pulses of time. When he speaks, even silence the sense. Before the first world burned, his eyes were already open, and before the last one dies, they will close again. Child comes not with fire, but with gratitude. Mind that pulls gods from the realms of time from itself. They cast him from the firmament, thinking him mortal. Now he flies back, one dead star, He is the lull between apocalypses, the breath before stream, the calm before the breaking of causality. Do not look at him. He is the light that doesn't shine upon stars. He is the shadow they cast when they scream. Born under no sun, constellations rearrange themselves in fear. He has no past. He is the memory, sainted he. You will not know him by face nor by voice. You will know him when the stars dim, not out exhaustion, but reverence.
Wait, make one of every save, please.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh? He just like that?
I'm gonna reroll
Just not in the
the charisma. Reroll. 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 I'll take the 25. I'm not getting better.
Oh my god.
As suddenly it seems like your very essence, your soul, is being struck at from all sides. As it does, and you feel so sure of yourself, this surety emanating outwards, this confidence. You've been through hell and back, places worse than the hells, and survived. But what you feel now is so much more uncomfortable.
Fuck!
As suddenly, every aspect of yourself begins to break down. Almost like the final drop of water before the glass overfills itself. And then, as soon as the dripping drops fall off the side, the rain begins to fall. Each droplet overwhelming you, your sense of self, your sense of everything. As you're beaten down, it's physically there's no rain, but within there is, and each raindrop, the size of a mountain crashing against your very soul. You fall against the ground. And you do something that you never quite thought you were capable of doing. You weep. You weep as if you've lost the greatest thing you hold dear 1,000,000 times over. It feels as if the loss is so tremendous, so great, you can't even move, you can't even speak, you can't even breathe, think. as the voice in the darkness says one last thing.
Prepare.
As it does, those outside, you see as suddenly Pagliacci's back where they were when they disappeared. On the fetal position on the ground, weeping.
Oh my god! Sasha runs over immediately and like wraps his arms around Pagliacci. What happened?
He's coming. The child of stars is coming. He's going to take everything.
Sasha's fox ears kind of like lower and pin back. We're gonna fight against it, Pagliacci. Don't worry. What the hell did they show you?
Everything.
Rico's gonna drop his absolute stealth and calls over to Max. Do you have anything that can help him?
Much as Max tries a few things from calm motions to various other implements, but nothing works.
It. Kind of looks towards Pagliacci, to Sasha, back to Pagliacci. Just shakes his head.
This is fucked. This whole war is fucked.
Don't tell me you just now realized that.
Look, okay, I try to keep a little bit of hope and faith, but damn. You're telling me there's something bigger than the Scarlet King out there?
Expect anything less.
All things will come to an end in time. This lifetime, or in the next 1,000.
And Pagliacci, who hasn't stopped weeping since he reappeared, this kind of hollow look on his face, slowly rises to his feet, pulls what looks to be an all-white mask, featureless save two modest eye holes. And in between sobs, he places the mask onto his face. We have to finish what we started.
Sasha rises up next to him, his ears still lowered. Yeah, you're right. We're still here. We're still breathing. We can still fight. Even if they try to break us.
Rico's gonna put a hand on Pagliacci's shoulder. Are you sure you're in any condition to fight?
To be honest, from what I know from Pagliacci, there's no better time than right now.
Beatrice will walk up, put a hand to his other shoulder. If anything, pull him straighter, stretching out his posture. He is alive, yet draws breath. He will fight. Will you not?
He simply nods, restoring the shotgun to the holster and drawing instead the pair of scissor swords. No, you can't see it. What you can see are the tears still dripping down from the bottom of the mask.
Just unfucking die on me, alright, kid?
As you look, the entrance hall on the far end is no longer a hallway that continues going. The glowing light do you continue?
Oh shit, it's a fog gate.
Oh, fuck.
We're so fucked.
Is there a fucking campsite nearby? Oh my god.
Yo, we gotta start a grace, like,
Grace
bonfire.
nearby. Bonfire.
I think we just walked past it.
No. No.
Keep going then.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Fuck it, we ball, I guess.
As you continue, the ground closer looks like this marbled floor, but it feels as you step into it almost like mud. As you look at the ground itself, there's footprints in front. Only one set of footprints. Figure in some sort of boots. As you look, and it leads directly into that blinding light. As you step through that light, the air around you becomes cold. Colder than you've ever felt. As you look inside, come face to face with the Archangel. Something isn't right. Something is not right. As the Archangel is already dead.
What the fuck?
Hey, yo, Pagliacci, suck his essences.
Those boots that lead in disappear near the stoned floor. As around the dead Archangel, to the left, to the right, are corpses of his cultists. Dozens of them. Some of them looking as if they died fighting. The Archangel looks as if it was killed in a single strike. As you flip over one of the cultists' bodies, you see something vaguely familiar to some of you, eating away at the flesh. As you look at it, eats away at the flesh like the gas did. And as you take a closer look, a regicide nanite tech. The gas was made out of regicide nanites. The attacks that killed these are as well. The Archangel, its chest still glowing, humming with energy. The corpses around here having been dead for several days. The body of its Archangel petrified in its last stance. Before it could even get up from its knees, from its original position of prayer, it was struck down by something. As you look at the site, party, what do you do?
Pagliacci is going to make his way over to the Archangel's corpse. And using his databanks, he's going to attempt to see if this looks like Siva.
As you take a look at it, it does not. The nanites themselves, you can roll an intelligence check with proficiency on.
Plus 18.
Nice.
Let's go!
Bro. That's
That
what you're
is
correct today.
nanites.
I'm on my shit today.
That you're looking at. They're only available to a very select number of regicide leadership and their top warriors. People like the Lions would get this. People like Medicus Fallstar actively used this.
Lone Wolf?
An Aegeus could use this. Higher echelons of regicide would be able to use this. Question is, why did this person come in here? How did they kill an Archangel in a single strike? And why weren't you told about it? Somebody's trying to keep something hidden.
And with
They
this
did a
knowledge
focus.
in mind... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, nothing.
With this knowledge in mind, Pagliacci is going to recall the vague mention of a potential traitor by Medicus within the regicide and ask if they think the party this might have something to do with it.
I thought similar, as it kind of makes sense, but why would they slay one of their own? That's not... I don't understand that part.
Why not?
There's-
I mean, if the traitor is with the Red Tide, then why would they slay one of their own members? We don't even know
Power.
what their actual goal was here.
Well, we can deduce that the traitor sabotaged their own operations by That means they're not on our side. They're not on the Scarlet King's side. Pagliacci, what did you see when you disappeared?
When I went through that well, on the other side there was this place, still and colorless. This great, massive whale. There was this thing. I don't know what it was. But it spoke and it said the child of stars was coming. That he meant to destroy us all. That we needed to prepare. And he goes on to describe in further detail so that there's no missed information. But continue.
Then perhaps the traitor is an agent of the Child of Stars. It's far-fetched and we don't know enough, but
Watch as Allium points out something. One of the colors is a burn mark. So you look at it, you'll instantly recognize it from Allium's hardware. Fallstarian Frostfire.
There's only a small number of people who can command that.
Rico's gonna take out his phone and he's gonna start texting somebody.
Would you message?
Fuck, what's his name? Aragorn. Paul's old character. Be like, hey, what you been up to lately? Because
message doesn't go through.
Very proficient in Frostfire.
There is no message going through.
God damn it. Oh, fuck, I tried. Definitely stronger than mine. He inspects the burn mark.
oh. Exactly who can use these powers? I'm not familiar with your history.
It's a powerful and potent magic that the people of the Fallstarian Imperium can access. Only a select few. As to who that might be... Can I roll history to see if Pagliacci recalls how many people know or who might know how to use it?
Yeah.
Can I help him with that?
Yep.
Oh, thank God, because I have a 5 modifier.
Okay, maybe I'll just roll. Can we both roll to check then?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? We ball.
Yeah,
Fuck.
there you go. Fuck it, we ball.
Because as a player, I only know myself and Aragorn. Of course, the Emperor, but
There's only a handful that can command it to this level. You've heard that some of your fellow lions are able to. That one of the empresses was the one who originally made it the adoptive, or I guess not really adoptive because timeline shit, but the mother of the two by birth Fallstars, Cade and Alexia. There's the God Hunter. There is a handful of others. Those in the higher echelons of Regicide Society would be at least somewhat able to cast it or learn how to if they are arcanically proficient. But the one that comes to your mind, the one who historically has used it the most, who has been known for this spell being their signature, it's the High Commander of the Regicide, the Empress of Fallstar, Alexia.
You know, I don't want to start rumors or anything.
Then keep it to yourself. For now. But I know what you're thinking. And I don't think you're entirely wrong. We can't rule out any possibilities right now. And no matter who it is, anybody who threatens the world needs to be stopped.
I mean, there's no way it could be her, though. There's no way she would send us here just to do part of our job.
We are mere soldiers. We can do as she pleases.
Soldiers, yes, but generals as well. We know far more information than the basic soldier. And
Reiko's right. If she didn't want us to know this, why send us here? Something is missing. Pieces we don't yet have.
Well,
What are we missing? What has she left?
fucking branded corpse, that's what.
Pagliacci's actually gonna going back over towards the body. See if there's any residual, I guess, material left in the wound, and he's gonna take out a flask and stick it in there, so they can analyze it later.
As you do.
And if there is anything of note still remaining on the body, he's got no misgivings about like ripping some bits and pieces apart. So, yeah.
You kind of pick and pluck what might be valuable. But as you look at this thing, something instantly hits you as you got that closer look and start picking. It's ripped of all its divinity. Its arcana, its eldritch properties, any sort of paracausal properties. Everything's been ripped off this as if it's a husk of nothing. If you look at the cultists and kind of examine them the same way, same thing. Maybe they were like this to begin with, but at least most people have some sort of attachment to the weave or divinity, especially if they're praying to a messenger of a god.
Does this feel anything like the sensation he got from the Child of Stars?
The exact same. Whatever that person did in the name of the Child of the Stars ripped everything out of these creatures till there was nothing left.
Pagliacci immediately relays this information and this insight to the party.
Well,
You don't think that the ritual they performed here succeeded, do you? Summoned whatever they had, and did this?
Magic's not really my forte. I couldn't say for certain, but it's plausible.
I wouldn't be surprised if the old Sanguine himself decided to summon either a ally of this Child of the Stars to hopefully take over. I know he doesn't typically play well with others. He's betrayed the Scarlet King before. Why wouldn't he do it again?
That does sound like him. He's
But if that-
definitely got no qualms or misgivings about betraying the people he works with. And
But if that-
offering up these angels he had a hand in making, I wouldn't be surprised.
But this thing seems to have the potential to destroy anything, including Sanguinius. I believe. Anyways. It's a risky gamble. Well, we can't waste time here. We should retrieve the corpse and return to the surface for our next mission.
We shall see what the next site offers. And hopefully it is not the same.
Given the sheer size of this thing, Pagliacci is going to opt to just cut its head off and leave the rest of the body, because I don't think we're going to be able to haul this entire
no.
thing out feasibly. But we should carry some sort of proof that we took it out. Well, or that it is taken out, rather. That'd be
That is-
more appropriate, yeah.
We'll still get all the credit.
As just lob its head off and make your way out. 2 of the 7 archangels dead. A whole new can of worms opened in the process. That's where we're gonna end session.
Kidding.
Fire!
Oh my
Bro.
god.
Oh lord.
Curveball, dude.
For real, I wasn't expecting the traitor to have interceded here. Fuck. Shit.
And like, we
Oh,
don't know
man.
if he's a traitor or not. I mean, we assume, but
Well, like, my thinking is this, right? So there's a lot of things to stand to benefit from taking this guy out, right? From different sides,
Absolutely.
different angles, but like the motive just doesn't quite line up with Alexia being the traitor. At least not quite yet. Like I said, there's still pieces missing, but I can't help but really harp on that fact that, like, why would she have us dispatch out here if she were the traitor? I could very
Yeah.
well see somebody trying to frame her as the traitor, though. Especially given she's just ascended to the seat of power. It would create a massive amount of discord and, like, mistrust, instability in the transition of power.
not to mention that already exists. People are already thinking that.
Exactly. You know what I
Right.
mean? So somebody's trying to make Alexia look bad. Now, why would they do that? And who would stand to benefit from doing that? Following that line of thinking, I think we'll be able to slowly track this down if we can get more clues.
Yeah, just keep following on this same thread, line of thinking, and see where it
Yep.
leads.
Exactly.
See what it brings up.
Because even if we're wrong and, you know, we're completely off the mark, at least following the thread will lead us on the trail to more clues, which will give us a better picture in the whole.
Right.
Right now, it seems like they're trying to frame Alexia and I'm not quite sure who would do it. I mean, there's a.
You'll
There's a
see
lot of
a
conflict.
new chat in Convergence called "Who is the Regicide Traitor?"
Oh, here we go. Who is the Regicide Traitor?
You and
Let's
every other
go.
party have open comms with each other to try and figure this out, as I will be dropping hints in every single game I DM, even the one-shots.
Understood,
Oh.
understood.
It's Coronel Mustard.
So what Pagliacci will do as a secondary measure, we're gonna back up every bit of evidence that we find, and if something happens to us, that shit's getting shipped off to the Sunder Kingdoms and to the Imperium. Expose this motherfucker.
Just start taking photos of everything.
Everything. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he
Photos.
does have a sim rig built into his head. Pagliacci could hypothetically provide a holographic replay of this entire scene. I'm not sure if it would have worked for the vision he saw, which is why I didn't try to use it. But if we need to show somebody what the fuck we saw, Pagliacci can do that. Projector
You did
status.
that once before.
Yeah. So we could
Excellent.
literally like take real-time photos of every scene we come across.
Wonderful. You can lay it out, and the projection can be just, the usual pork board with red wool and the pins and the photos and everything.
Are you kidding me? Pagliacci, if we get ourselves a nice little hideaway that we can keep away from like anybody who might catch on to our investigation, I'm definitely making the conspiracy dartboard. I'm definitely doing it. Need the conspiracy dartboard.
Nice.
Because I'm just thinking, like,
The
why
red
would they
mark.
make it so blatant, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then, like,
This is a little sloppy. You know what I mean? If maybe they didn't expect us to show up when we did, that could be it too. You know what I mean?
but like, how would they not
No.
know? I would imagine anyone high up would know what missions Alliance are going on, unless they're not that high, or this was
Yeah.
completely covert and no one knew but the Empress.
It has to be somebody high enough up that they don't have oversight to the point where it would expose them. So it's definitely somebody in the higher seats of power. Because if it were somebody like an Aegis, they're given a great degree of independence. I don't think they would be that independent that they would have no oversight whatsoever to the degree where they'd be able to pull this off with nobody catching on.
And like,
Yeah.
not to mention it has to be strong enough to one-shot it. An Archangel.
I mean, Aegis can be pretty fucking strong. What were you gonna say?
One-shot?
I was just gonna say, actually, when it all like started coming together a little bit, I had this funny idea. Like, I'm not putting it out there as like, like this could be a possibility. Just as like a funny thought that popped into my head. Is if somehow Medicus was revived and it's all his doing. He's gonna be the end villain.
That's it.
You know,
Motherfucker ain't dead.
I would be like, that could be a possibility, but the wolves of Fallstar are literally walking around with his corpse in a bag of holding.
Yeah, no, it's just a funny thought.
I know it would
last
be
time
in
they
line.
Yeah, I was about to say, when's the last time I checked the bag?
Last session, Veth checked the bag.
Check it every session.
Yep, Veth checks it every session if he can, because he's the one who's holding it down at the moment. Because he was supposed to be Medicus's, I guess you could call him protege. He was teaching him how to become a chronomancer and stuff like that. So it just felt fitting.
He used to attach a balloon to his like wrist that comes out of the bag of holding, and whenever the balloon flies away, he's gone.
Yeah. Fucking I mean, we've been trying everything we could think of to try to get him revived. Because the place we were in at that time limited magic, so we couldn't cast anything beyond the 3rd level. And all the really impactful resurrection spells that could have potentially brought him back, were past their due, or you know what I mean. And it didn't help that the Scarlet King kind of fucked him up really bad. Like, I can't tell if he destroyed or absorbed Medicus's divinity at Catharsis, but I can say that motherfucker's empty. He's an empty tank. He ain't got nothing in there.
I was gonna say,
We
does he have, like,
tried.
soul or something still, or
Bro, I tried putting the mask of the usurper on him. Nothing worked. Nothing.
Yeah.
But that does knock him off the list of potentials.
Right.
It could be somebody else, but I'm not sure if it's them. I don't think it's them because of where they are relative to what's going on. Technically, you could be right. It could be Medicus, but not Medicus. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
But I don't think it is because again, we found him somewhere else, which would make it difficult for him to have been here to do that. But that said, the bodies have been here for a few days, so it could have been done way before that figure moved here. Then again, I also don't think he's a traitor. That's the thing.
Is there any possibility of bastard children?
bastard children?
So more illegitimate Fallstar.
I mean, there is one legitimate Fallstar that she again, she wouldn't be the one to do it.
No,
she wouldn't be the one. She's not here right now.
She's too busy girl bossing.
Facts. Right now in the dark below, I think. If I'm not, in the dark below, I believe.
Is there a whole bunch of information in the new thread there that we're gonna be put in, or
not quite yet? I'm just kind of floating ideas right now with you guys. But everything that I'm aware of, I'll try to put forth from like my character's perspectives, obviously.
Yeah.
Players from Ars Goetia are claiming that they already know who it is out of character.
I wouldn't be surprised. But they were probably sworn to secrecy. So we'll have to figure this out the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Are any of you in ours?
Yeah, it's more fun this way.
None of you.
I
are
like
in
the
ours,
idea
right?
of being able to.
None of you are in ours.
I don't believe so.
I listen sometimes. That's it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Ours sure as hell doesn't know who it is.
Sheesh.
That's so funny.
Guarantee you that right now.
Oh.
I know exactly who they have suspect.
I think I do too. I think we discussed this. I think I do too. Yeah.
That's even more funny. That they're 100% sure and they have no idea.
Yeah, no, they're saying that we know out of character. I was like, oh, okay, sure, buddy.
This isn't something you're gonna discover.
Sure, buddy.
This isn't something.
Yeah,
you're
not
gonna
by
discover
accident. You're not
with
gonna
a single
stumble.
party. I'll put it that way. You won't discover this with a single party. It takes
I can
all the
definitely
parties putting
tell.
their pieces together to figure out who it is.
It's too deliberate how we're missing too many good pieces that would no, you're absolutely right. This is gonna definitely require us communicating. Now,
where is the challenge?
Are we in character discussing this or out of character discussing this?
Oh yeah, important.
I think
Out of character, I guess for now until your characters will know this once they're out of Coruscant.
That makes
'cause
sense.
You gotta make those communications. You don't know what the Regicide Trader can set up
Right.
for intercepting your comms type of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
absolutely.
do you wanna, like, tell anybody? Like,
You can
For right
put all the
now-
evidence that you have right now in the Regicide Trader chat. But if you somehow piece it together early, the players aren't going to be able to act on anything in character
Until they actually discover it in game. That makes sense. Yeah.
until the Lions or whoever party discovers it, tells them.
So 2026.
Nah, I think we got this. We got a clever group of people here. We're resourceful and insightful. I'm fairly certain we'll be able to figure this out with everybody putting their heads together.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you have something like the Fallstar family tree?
Yeah, the Fostarian family tree.
I think you do
I'll
somewhere laying
find it.
around. Yeah, it's somewhere.
Is this
Say
just what
that'll-
our characters are gonna do? Oh, sorry.
I can type out all the living all stars.
Gotcha. That makes things a lot easier. A lot easier. So we'll narrow it
Yeah.
down from.
Put Medicus in there as well, so we can discard him.
Although it'll help.
Well,
it's
like I
not-
said, there's a theory I have that could potentially be. I don't think it's likely, but all cards are on the table. All cards are on the table with this. That said, I'll put it in the chat so that we can all kind of like review what we get all together. I think it'll be a lot easier.
Do we know
Sounds good.
exactly when this Archangel died? Because we know the bodies were around 6 days old, but what about the Archangel?
It was more
6
recent,
days.
right?
6 days.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I was
all-
gonna say, I imagine they probably all went out at the same time because, as it was described, the Archangel didn't even manage to get up from whatever prayer ritual they were participating in.
Got one
So
shot.
they probably got taken out first, and then whoever did it wiped out everybody else in the room right after. Or it was just a one-shot deal where they just took out the Archangel and it kind of chain reaction took out everyone else.
Mm.
Okay, now what day is it via Pantheon time?
Oh god, man's just trying to figure out. It's like on a Tuesday evening. Where would they
What day
be?
is it?
But that's important.
It's like
bro.
Pantheon time. It's probably like mid-May, early May. Are you talking about like day of the week?
Bro, I want exact calendar.
Yeah, we want
We're gonna fit everyone's
yeah.
schedule.
And we want the date, we want the time, we want all the details, okay?
We
want
should just
the
have a
food
real-time
day,
regicide
yeah.
clock chat. Changes.
Brother, I literally have a date tracker in my notes for each fucking campaign exclusively just because of that same question always getting asked. Yo, what's the exact date? What day of the week is it? What time is it? Is it my birthday?
There's
I'm
the
just
list
like, all right.
of alive fall stars with some dead ones included for funsies.
Hey, perfect.
How do you spell croissant?
Croissant?
Croissant.